Fang! Station! Station! Oh no!
You're here. But I heard your voice coming from the train.
Don't worry, you won't see me again, Dr. Fang. You won't see me again.
I know. Of course I know that. The thought came into my mind and I could not convince myself it wasn't real. How disgraceful. How embarrassing for you to see me like this. You think you want to be with me, but only because you don't understand who I am. Who I really am. Everyone I love goes away in the end. I'll tell you. I must tell you everything. But I don't know how to say it. In the past, there was only me and my mother. But when I was young, she left me. Now, because of you, I'm not alone anymore. But I'm scared that you will leave too. My mother, her name was Sarnai. She took me out of the city.
Take this
so they
and get out
couldn't
of
come
our
after me.
lives.
That's when she started to become ill. Her heart had already been broken by He's in Seaside. He was already married. My mother, she didn't know. He is of noble blood.
Faye,
From a family of
don't
high
worry.
standing.
We're all family now.
My mother was ill. I thought he would come. But he never did. Not until she was long gone. After she passed, I was lost. I wandered. Without purpose. X and I lived on the streets. Time had little meaning. Until we were caught. Taken home. My brother and his mother. They were cunning. When he was home, they were nice. But when he left, they would... they would... Right. They can't hurt me now. I'm okay. They would make excuses. Hurt me. without being noticed. X, too. Locked him in his cage. He got ill. Picked out all his feathers.
Ugh, these rats can spread disease, you know? They belong in a cage.
I tried. But he always believed them. Trusted her. Trusted his family. He told me not to speak such untruths. We tried to escape, but failed. When I grew up, studied medicine, ran away with X. That's it. Nothing else to say. Since all that, I've been broken. I heal others, hoping one day I can heal myself. But that day never comes. Someone like you. You're so perfect. So undamaged. How could someone like you ever be happy with someone like me? I'm a burden. You don't deserve that. What? You're not afraid? If your life was made worse because of me, no. I won't allow it. Now you know the truth. We can never be together. If you really want to leave Sandrock, I won't stop you. It would even be for the best. Goodbye. May we meet again. In another life. It seems there's nothing I can say to stop you. I give in. I cannot suppress my feelings any longer. When I thought I'd lost you, I could feel warmth in my heart. A warmth I haven't felt in a lifetime. Being carried away on that train. I'm just so afraid that I'll lose you again. So afraid the darkness in my life will push you away and return to haunt me. But if I lost you there, or if I lost you here, what would be the difference? You are right. We should be together. We must be together. I need you in my life. You always accept me. Unconditionally. Someone like me. Someone broken. But with you, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. I can feel myself starting to heal. Will you be together with me? In the truest sense of the word. You said yes. Oh. Today. I'll never forget today. With you by my side, the future is, for the first time, bright. This is for you. A swan. A swan's mate for life. Stay together forever. When I'm not by your side, this can keep me in your heart. I hope that can be us. Together forever. I want to return to the clinic now. You may accompany me if you wish.
Hey, glad you could make it. And thanks for the medicine. I'm doing a lot better today. Andy brought me some food from the Blue Moon and applied some medicine. He was a little rough putting on my bandages. It tightened up a little too much. But hey, feeling better already. Worked like a charm. Wow, these meds from Fang really hit the spot, though. Slept like a log. You rested up good, right? That was a tough fight. Even if you ain't got scars you can see, no sense in not getting a checkup. Well, thanks for coming by. I ought to swing by the outpost again later. Can't leave it unattended. Gotta tell the Civil Corps what happened, too. Kinda surprised. They ain't even sent me a get well soon. Oh, well, if you were fancying that dish, take it. A little payback for saving my life.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming. I've called you all here to discuss how we'll move forward with Operation Greenland, which is what we're calling it now. It's much catchier than the plan to plant trees. Anyway, we have wonderful guests visiting us all the way from Highwind who will be aiding us on this plan. Please say hello to Professor Law and his assistant, Nia. Professor Law is a leading botany researcher in the Free Cities. You may know him for developing the planter box technique. The professor and his assistant will be staying with us for a while to study and solve the soil issue we're facing in the outback.
Thank you for the kind words, Mayor Trudy. I hope that we can work together to discover the reasons behind the inhospitable topsoil. I'm also interested in studying the declines in biomass productivity, particularly those due to anthropogenic causes. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a pleasure to be here. I hope we have lots of interesting academic discussions and discoveries. Nia, do you want to say something?
Sure. It's so lovely to be back in Sandrock. A few of you have met me already, particularly the builder. It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Nia.
Ah, yes. I was poking around your workshop yesterday, wasn't I? If it weren't for you, I think I would have climbed to the peak of Mount Roxanne, looking at plant samples before getting down to business.
Now that we've become acquainted, let's continue, shall we? So, let's assess the situation. We have now conducted 2 reforestation experiments in the desert. The Little Woods near Gecko Station was a resounding success. Using algae obtained from the shipwreck ruins, we were able to create a sustainable topsoil that supported trees. The second attempt was to plant a larger forest in the Eufaula outback. This time, the results were less than satisfactory. The algae did not prove effective, and the per capita water consumption was much higher than anticipated. Any ideas?
I visited Zeke yesterday, and he gave me a thorough assessment of the situation. His research was fascinating. Desert planting is a colossal task. It is remarkable you have been able to achieve what you have so far. Regarding the algae, we'll first collect some samples from the outback. Then we'll compare and contrast the samples with those in controlled environments back in Highwind to see if we can observe any differences. As for the water, I'm afraid I can't think of a solution right now. Based on Zeke's numbers, there will be a massive shortfall, even if we somehow reduce the tree's per capita water intake.
Well, we had water shortages before, and we pushed through. If we just put our heads together and...
Wait, there will be another water shortage in Sandrock.
Director Chi, I didn't say that.
Oh, that's good. Because that would be adverse to my tea drinking habits. If we're ever low on water again, why don't we just use the water from the Starship ruins?
Wait. What? There's water in the northern ruins?
Isn't this obvious? Okay, look. The Starship ruins was a manufacturing and launch facility for aerospace vehicles. So of course there's water. Spaceflight takes a lot of water. They most likely even had an atmospheric water generator. I simply haven't found the reservoir yet. I thought Justice would have told you that by now.
What? You didn't tell me anything either.
Oh, I thought it was just logical. I presumed that you understood this. My mistake.
You, me. Let's have a talk later.
Is this really true? There might be a reservoir in the Starship ruins? And they have a water maker?
No.
Ah, so it was a joke.
Not might. I'm 100% certain there is a water reservoir in that area. It might have an atmospheric water generator. They were built into every space facility during the late Old World period.
Well, it seems to me that the water issue might no longer be an issue. Certainly worth this little misunderstanding.
Justice, can we get the Civil Corps out there to find this atmospheric water maker?
Yeah. course we can. No problem. How about you join me for an excursion to the Starship Ruins tomorrow? Haha, always raring to go, eh? Love the go-get-'em attitude.
Well then, Director, Justice, and Builder will go with you to find this generator tomorrow. They'll be sure to protect you. I await the good news.
Wow! So I'm a highly valued asset being protected by a team of specialists.
Sounds like a plan. I'll start working with Mian and Heidi on plans for us to get that water into town.
You can count on me. This is so exciting.
You got it. We'll see you there.
Then that's all for today's meeting. Thank you again, Professor Law and Mia, for coming all this way. If there really is water in the Starship Ruins, this will change everything for Sandrock. I saw the look on your face at the meeting. You didn't expect to see me here, did you? I wanted to surprise you. Just this once, okay? I'll tell you next time, don't worry. Anyway, the real reason I'm here is so I can help with the soil problem. I told you I'd come back, so I didn't really lie, did I? Now that you're super famous and everything, my parents weren't as worried about me coming over here. They told me that I have a lot to learn from you. Oh yeah, your ma and pa told me to make sure you take breaks, to remind you to take a vacation once in a while. And also, your parents have been asking me about your love life. Like I'd tell. You can tell me though, right? Seeing anyone special since the last time you saw me? Don't worry, I'll always support you. Really? Well, it must be someone really special. Your parents are going to be so happy to hear this. I hope I can be as lucky as you soon. Well, when I ride home, I'll be able to tell your parents everything's okay. Don't blame your parents for worrying. It's not every day a part of the Alliance gets invaded by Duvos. We were all so frightened. I would have come right away if not for the Highwind government blocking all travel here for a duration. Sandrock is so far from the border. Who knew Duvos would have the audacity to attack here? Your ma's really unflappable. She told me everything's gonna be fine, to just put our trust in you. And she was right. You came through. Still, promise to never do this to me again? When the news first reached me, I couldn't even breathe. Now that I can see you in front of me with my own eyes, I can finally be sure that you're okay. Anyway, I should really go and unpack my things. I'll see you soon, all right?
And that, children, is why you should never feed noodles to a Yakmo, no matter how much he begs you for them. Oh, you must be the builder. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Jane. It's lovely to finally meet you. I'm afraid you caught me practicing. The first day of school is just around the corner and there's so much to do to prepare. I was hoping you might help me get the classroom ready. First impressions matter, you know? This new building is wonderful, but the decoration is a bit on the traditional side. If you could bring me some things to spruce it up and make it my own, it might make everyone feel more at home and less nervous. The kids, not me. Of course, I'm not nervous. Not in the least. It's all about the children, right? Oh, you're such a lifesaver. So here's a list of things I need to spruce up the school. After you make them, just bring them along and place them in the classroom.
I'm gonna use my super duper space laser to blast open the clouds. Boom! Pow! Kablooey! Peach! Pink!
Who do you think you are? These clouds have covered our world for hundreds of years. Peach, you foolhardy, reckless young man. We need to go back to our caves and embrace the darkness. Yeah!
Good job, Jasmine. Ahem. Many people questioned Peach's radical ideas, thinking he was bound to fail. But he persevered and aimed his machine at the sky and fired a massive burst of energy.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna... Line!
I'm going to break a hole in the sky and let the sun shine down on us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I reckon I'm gonna break me a big old hole in that there sky and, let the sun shine down on us. Nailed it. Hasta la vista, Cloudy. Pacow!
And against all odds, Peach achieved this miraculous feat and brought the light back into everyone's life.
Wow! Wow! Teacher, I should be Peach. I did a way better job than Andy. He can't even remember his lines. No offense, Andy.
Feedback received. Well, you know, sometimes it's less about the words and more about the charisma. That X factor, that presence, that star power. It gets the people going. I'm talking pizzazz.
Everyone gave an amazing performance today. Yes, Andy forgot his lines, but he brought life to the character. It was almost as if Peach was right in front of me. And of course, Jasmine and little Pebbles were as wonderful as ever.
Why were so many people against Peach? Wasn't he doing the right thing? I don't understand.
Well, you have to understand the society at time.
If I may ask, Director Chi, what are you doing here?
I'm here to use the telegraph. As you know, I'm supposed to report in to the Alliance once every week about my progress in the Starship Runes. Although it is a pain, they are funding me and giving me on-site protection, so contractually, I can't complain.
How are you progressing? I haven't seen much of you lately.
It is a very big rune. I'm only cataloguing the most standout of technologies. I'll leave the rest to the other researchers and archaeologists. Even so, it will take me a while. It is a very big rune.
Well, I'm glad you showed up. If we didn't know about this new water source, I don't know what else we could have done. Maybe the light is finally looking out for us.
I just got back from the Starship Runes. It was filled with such fascinating relics and science. I couldn't sleep. I just kept on absorbing. Yes, I found a quantum communicator, but I don't know how to operate it. There's a user manual, but it doesn't even say how to turn it on. It's like whomever designed this wanted me to be confounded. And lucky for them, I enjoy a good challenge. I also tested a cryo cell, but it wasn't working, which was good for me and in turn Sandrock in the end, because I didn't really have a plan for if it did work. It's a space facility. Pretty much everything they need to send anything into space needs water at some point. Think about it. For the Starship, they need water to make hydrogen for the fusion reactor and oxygen for the crew. Then they also need water to make anti-hydrogen for the antimatter engine. which, by the way, is very superlative, but I have no idea how it works. On top of that, they still need extra water for the crew, for cooling down the launch structure during liftoff, and even for muffling the shockwaves from the thrusters. Plus, I read it in a book. Could it be contaminated? Sure, but most likely it's fine. I read before that the filter systems used in the old world pretty much ensured all water were clean to use. In fact, they even had procedures to reintroduce minerals back into the filtered water because it was so pure. As long as the filters are still working and the reservoir doesn't have any cracks, maybe I should go revisit my math. According to some of the base documents I found, there are several wings to this facility. You were in the Starship launch section, there are others. I'd assume the reservoir and the atmospheric water generator would be somewhere close by. Sure, I'll meet you there tomorrow.